Hey, you guys, Dr. Freisen, Vedic astrologer, numerologist, certified spiritual guide, da 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 da, lots of different things. And I just want to speak on an energy that I see a lot of conversations about. So, that energy is war. Now, when I look at the warring energy, I understand it from different levels. I understand it from a spiritual component, meaning the spiritual side of why people are in a fighting kind of energy, and not just the greed side, because some wars are, of course, strictly about greed, but there's some wars that are fought around the world that are more about a these different energies that have been released in that area, right? And it's a constant warring energy. From a numerology standpoint, you see wars increase in certain years. So normally an 8 year, which we had last year, is a sign of conflict. Going into this 9 year becomes the pinnacle of it. But this 9 year is such a spiritual enlightenment that people who have spiritual differences tend to be at war with each other more in a 9 year. But if you look at astrology, particularly Vedic astrology, since I am a Vedic astrologer, you see these energies of chaos caused by Rahu and Ketu. Western astrology, you guys say North Node and South Node, but there's these warring energy of people trying to get back at other people for some deed that was done at some time way back when. And they do it in kind of a hidden way before it becomes overt, right? They sneakily try to come in with this plan. If you look in Vedic astrology, those energies line up with the 8th house or with the Mars energy at some point every single week, every single day, every single month. So at a different part, and it doesn't line up everywhere. For instance, it might not be aligned in North America, but at that time that is not aligned in North America, it might be aligned in a different part of Africa, because astrology is definitely based on location as well. So there is always a warring energy circulating. It kind of just moves from place to place, and sometimes it's more aggravated in one place. Now, again, because it is place dependent, I have to tell you, I haven't looked at all of the places. I looked at it from the energy, the numerology energy. Of course, I looked at it from the United States energy, because that's, where I live. And I was like, it's war coming to us. So I can, war, we've been in little internal wars, but I mean war on a massive destruction, massive loss of lives, and our people losing lives. Kind of like when I look at the storms coming, and a storm that's going to be really big or really catastrophic. It's the same thing. So war itself would never be eradicated. There will always be disagreements on some level. The question becomes, is it kind of a cold war where we're sneaking our little efforts in, we're under the table with what we're doing with each other, versus if it's an overt war where it's out in the open, everybody knows I'm bombing you, you're bombing me, that kind of thing. And right now we're in the more overt portion of it, which is the difference between Rahu and Ketu. One is out in the open and one is hidden. Okay. One presents itself as a nice friend when it's really a foe. The other one's just underneath the table behind the scenes causing chaos. Okay. So that's what we have. So right now we're dealing with the more overt aspect of it. Okay. I just wanted to share this to give you guys some insight. Bye.